gotta be kidding me! Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies. That's the videocast here. Captain last night's game is in the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres as the Phillies lose 4-3 to the Padres as they drop the second game of this 3-game series as they blow a 2-run lead last night, ladies and gentlemen. They got the Padres down to their final out, and Aaron Nola, I mean, he pitched a great game. Of course, he gave up that 2-run home run. That was just so frustrating. Now, I guess before again, this video, please subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Please notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. I mean, very disappointing, right? I mean, this is a game that could have and should have been won. I mean, you had bases loaded there in the 8th inning. I mean, with 1 out, understand? Yes, I mean, 2 Raiders were hit by a pitch, right? To score 2 runs, to give us a 3-1 lead. But we should have gotten way more out of that inning. We should have gotten way more, and we didn't. We failed to capitalize, and that is what cost us from winning this game. Aaron Nola, I mean, he was perfect through 6 innings in this ball game. He looked great, and he pitched good enough to get the win. Of course, the offense still is kind of just iffy, right? It's not really there. Even the first game of the series, it wasn't anything spectacular. So the offense has been dead silent on this West Coast road trip, and you even saw signs of it, kind of quiet against the Dodgers last week at home. And I don't even know anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just so frustrated about all this. I'm just so tired of a mediocre baseball team. I am just tired of it. As we pick up the scoring summary at the top of the first inning, Tuber homers on a fly ball to center field, a leadoff home run on the second pitch of the ball game, his 10th of the season. And it's 1-0 Phillies. So it's an awesome job right there out of El Torito to get the Phillies a 1-0 lead there. Nice leadoff shot right there. And it's amazing. All these home runs are coming on the roof for him, right? It's kind of funny. And we pick it up. Bottom of the 7th inning. Meanwhile, our offense has done nothing right at the plate. We have done absolutely nothing. We have put up no fight whatsoever. Manny Machado signals on a short line drive to center field. Trent Grisham comes around to score as the Padres tie it at 1. That ended up breaking Aaron Nola's no-hitter. He had the perfect game on. And then Brad Miller, thanks, Brad. He bottled the ball, and he's just been not good at first base. And this defense this year for the Phillies has been pretty lousy. I thought we were going to witness history. Right? You see Patrick McCarthy, Tom McCarthy's son, calling this ball game for the Phillies. He did a great job. Tim Kelly's in front of the pod said this too, and I laughed at it too. Imagine the story of Patrick McCarthy making his first Major League broadcast and having there be a perfect game. Imagine him calling a perfect game in his first ever Major League broadcast. Wouldn't that just be something? He was 2/3 of the way to doing it, right? Aaron Nola, he made it through 6 innings, perfect. Then Manny Machado ended up breaking up his no-hitter, right? I mean, the perfect game was already lost due to the Brad Miller error. So 1-1 ball game. Then we pick it up top of the 8th inning. Aaron Nola with a lead-off double, right? I mean, actually, the only guy that actually wants to put the bat on the ball, apparently, on this Phillies team. And Didi Gregorius batting with the bases loaded. We don't know how bad he's been. And then he gets hit by a pitch, right? So that allows Aaron Nola to come around to score. Great job, right? I'm not going to say great job to who, but I mean, Didi Gregorius got hit by a pitch. He was kind of lucky. 2-1 Phils. It's crazy, right? And then Brad Miller's hit by a pitch. And Gene Segura comes around to score. And it's now a 3-1 Phillies. So you're already up 3-1. You're up 3-1. And you could have gotten way more out of that inning, like I said. You could have gotten way more out of that inning. There is simply no excuse for it. It makes me so mad. You couldn't have gotten way more out of that inning. And this offense, I mean, James McCutcheon has looked awful since coming off the IL. He's looked awful. I mean, what's going on, man? It's sad. It really makes me sad. So a 3-1 Phillies lead. Then we pick it up bottom of the 9th inning. The Padres are down to their final outs. And Jade Collingsworth homers on a fly ball to center field. A 2-run shot also scores Tatis, his 19th of the season. And the Padres tied at 3. Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating. Any way you want to say it is frustrating. I don't even know anymore. I mean, it's just so predictable. And listen, I want to get mad, but I have to, also understand. I'm still mad, but Aaron Nola, man, I mean, he pitched one heck of a game, and honestly, he didn't deserve that, right? I mean, yes, he was tired, and, Joe Girardi, I give Joe Girardi, actually, weirdly, I give Joe Girardi a lot of credit for leaving him in this game and trying to let him finish the complete game. I like that. I really, really like that. So I'm not mad at Aaron Nola at all, right? I mean, he's at the end of the game, he's tired. He pitched one heck of a game. He should have gotten way more run support. It's just not right. I don't blame any of this on Aaron Nola, right? I mean, I'm not mad at him at all. He's at the end of the game. He's tired, man. Very, very frustrating, though, right? I mean, you just hate to, blow the game like that. Then we pick it up, bottom of the 10th inning. Connor Brogdon, can he locate it? I mean, how many wild pitches did he throw in that inning, right? I mean, I understand Andrew Knapp isn't very good back there handling, some of those. That was just awful, man. That was just awful. I mean, Connor Brogdon really bothers me, too. He's just so inconsistent. There's a lot of potentials. Just so inconsistent. As a wild pitch was thrown by Connor Brogdon, Adam Frazier comes around to score, and the Padres win it 4-3. I hate getting walked off. I hate it. I hate watching the other team celebrate. I hate getting walked off. So it really, really bothers me, man. It really, really bothers me. So that's your final 4-3. The Padres take the second game of this 3-game series. And this Phillies team, this is a 500 team. Anyway, you want to say we are not winning this division. The Braves, I just think they're going to win it. It was a big one, right? The leadoff home run to center field on the second pitch of the ball game. If you want to know how much better he's got his average back up to 250 now, right? It's been floating around there for a little while now. He's not anything special, but I tell you what, he's worlds better than how it was way back at the beginning, right? I mean, that was pretty bad. Gene Segura just continues to just not do anything, right? I mean, another hitless performance. Bryce Harper looked pretty good last night. Hitting those 2 singles, one of them going the other way. Also drawing the 2 walks. MVP. Am I right? And Didi Gregorius. I mean, why in the world are you putting Didi Gregorius in the 4-hole? He hasn't done anything. Why in the world is Joe Girardi batting him cleanup? I don't understand that at all. Gets hit by a pitch, luckily, and gets credit with an RBI. But sure, he certainly didn't deserve it. I just don't get that at all. And Andrew McCutchen goes 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. I mean, can you ask for a worse night than that? I mean, he looked terrible. He looked absolutely terrible. I mean, wow. I mean, 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. He's now batting .220. OPS now drops down to .768. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't even have words for that. I mean, that just speaks for itself. 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. Brad Miller. I honestly, I'm just so bothered by Brad Miller, right? I mean, breaking up Aaron Nola's perfect game. I guess somebody was going to do it at some point, but making that error, I mean, it's just like, this is why he's not an everyday player, because he's not everyday material. He's just not. So I'm pretty annoyed at him too. Andrew Knapp gets to start behind the plate last night. Just an automatic out right now. I think it was important that JT got the night off, and he did, thankfully. He needed a day off. So put him back out there today. I want to see JT back out there today. I do not want to see Andrew Knapp behind the plate catching. I just can't stand Andrew Knapp as a player, right? I mean, I really like him as a person. I think he's a really good guy. Happens to watch his videos, eventually maybe come on the show, right? I don't want to trash him because I think he's a good guy. But as a player, not real impressed. I'm just going to say that. And that's why he's a backup catcher. But he's really bad. He is really, really bad. I mean, I like Rafael Marchand a lot better as a player than Andrew Knapp. So like I said, it just seems like an automatic out. And how about Aaron Nola hitting that leadoff double there in the 8th inning? And also coming around to score. On 18, Gregorius hit by pitch. Take a look at Aaron Nola's start. 8 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs. Only 2 of them were earned, right? Because of that Brad Miller error. 2 walks and 11 strikeouts. He was great. He was great. This is the vintage Aaron Nola that we all know, right? And then he'll come back his next start and then only go like 4 1/3, 5 earned runs, walking 6. I hate to be negative, but I mean that's just can't let his changeup's dead. Can't locate the curveball. And he's hanging the curveball in the middle part of the plate. That's probably what he's gonna do. This start was nothing like that. He was dominant. It looked like his stuff from 2018. He looked amazing, man. He looked amazing, man. He was dominating. I mean, he was just dominating, and I hate to see him not get credit with the win here because he pitched well enough to win. I mean, 11 strikeouts. His stuff was good. I mean, had a lot of movement on it. I mean, I don't know what that was. That the backdoor sinker wasn't, man. That was just absolutely filthy. I forget what that was. It was a college strike. Ran back. That was just, wow. I mean, that was just amazing. I love to see that. And then Ian Kennedy came in to get that final out, right? It wasn't easy. He gave up a single to Austin Nola, right? Aaron Nola's brother. And that was pretty cool, too. I want to talk about that. I mean, Aaron Nola and Austin Nola, right? I mean, the two brothers, you know, Austin on the San Diego Padres, Aaron on the Phillies. Yeah, it was pretty funny, right? I mean, you know, going against each other, you know, the father was there, Mr. Nola, and they showed him he had like a Phillies jersey and then a Padres jersey over it. So that was pretty funny. Yeah, man, it's not the first time we've seen that. You know, as you know, just watching it, you know, me rooting for Nola was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. The two brothers going against each other. So that was really something. And Connor Brogdon, locate your pitches, man. I just said some of that wasn't his fault, but I mean, you know, throwing that wild pitch to end the ballgame like that, man. I mean, locate your pitches. He rightfully so gets smacked with the loss. Not 5-3 on the year. You know, his ERA now climbs to 3.91. So I mean, locate your pitches, man. Really, really frustrating. And the thing I laugh about that is, if there's an error made in the inning, you know, it shouldn't be an earned run, right? Of course, it makes sense. But I believe if the pitcher makes the error, it should be an earned run because it makes sense, right? In this case, he throws a wild pitch. It's not an earned run. It's not an earned run. It should have been an earned run. I think that rule is stupid. I mean, just want my opinion. So Phillies lose 4-3, like I said. As we go for the series win here in the rubber match, 340 the first pitch. Kyle Gibson, 8-5 with a 3.18 ERA going against Stammen, 5-3 with a 3.16 ERA. Yes, I mean, I would say it again. I am really annoyed at this loss. I mean, you could be going for the sweep today. I mean, if you would have capitalized on that top of the 8th inning and you would have gotten more with the bases loaded, I wouldn't be having to sit here and have this conversation with you right now. Right? I'd be talking about a win, a big Phillies win going into today. You know, looking for the sweep. That's what I would have been talking about. I wouldn't have been talking about, oh well, you know, we blew it, right? That's what I'm sitting there talking about right now. So this is just a mediocre 500 baseball team. It really, really bothers me, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really bothers me as we're now just 1 over 500 again. And we have a much-needed day off on Monday. This has just been a brutal week of covering Phillies baseball. I still love what I do, but it's just been really, really bad baseball as we are now 5 games out of first place. The Braves lead just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. They're currently riding an 8-game winning streak. You know what? I mean, everybody's like, oh, they're playing the Orioles and all these other teams. And I'm like, yeah. But they're beating the Orioles. They're beating the teams they need to beat. Ruben Moore Jr. said that last night too, and it's true, man. I mean, they're beating the teams that they need to beat, man. And I mean, that's what you have to do. The Phillies don't do that. The Phillies do not beat the teams they have to beat. At least not always, right? I mean, they beat the Washington Nationals when they had to, man, oh man. The Nationals snapped their 3-game win streaks. They lose yesterday. The Marlins currently riding a 6-game losing streak. The Mets on the verge of getting swept out as they're now 300-500. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Who called their collapse? I did. I mean, they have totally collapsed. Everything I'm like, oh, they don't have Lindor. Oh, they don't have Javier Baez. I mean, like, enough of that, man. They're a criminally overrated team, even when fully healthy. I never seen the whole Mets appeal. Never have, and I never will. You know, unless they get, you know, a lot of good other pieces. But I honestly, I've just never been that impressed. I think losing to Grom really hurt them, too. I mean, I will say that. I mean, they're a really bad team now. I mean, they have not looked good at all. I mean, this West Coast road trip has killed them, right? I mean, losing the series in San Fran. You go to L.A., and then they are on the verge of getting swept. Let's go Dodgers, right? I mean, against the Mets, right? I mean, let's hope that they can sweep the Mets, right? That would not just be something, right? I mean, but I'm annoyed about my team, man. I'm very annoyed about my team. You know, probably not going to be seeing October baseball here for another year because of, you know, the Braves, man. They had just gotten so hot, and honestly, this division is just a joke, right? And that's also because of our flaws, too. Talked about it before. I'm just concerned we're just going to keep running the same core out there every single year. I don't even know anymore. This organization's just poorly run. 340 the first pitch today. Kyle Gibson and Greg Stammen. So guys, if you watch this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Heads to Instagram. Take note of Instagram. Call or text 267-225-392. Email PhilliesHeadsTove@gmail.com. The 340 the first pitch today. Gibson Stammen. So guys, if you're watching, I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you. Let's go Phillies. Let's bounce back. I'll see you guys.